Hey everybody, it's Jamie Shaw with the Jamie Shaw Marketing Show, and I am live tonight. It's like I'm all alone. I know Terry's on her way. She's running a little bit late. That's fine. But my buddy Chris Pires was supposed to teach um, Twitter training tonight, but evidently he's still having internet problems because I haven't heard from him, and I'm sending him a couple messages. But that's okay. I know Chris. He loves to teach the Twitter training, and he will get back to me, and he will make it all up to us. So it's not a big deal. He's been having some internet problems for a while, and evidently he hasn't got it fixed. But that's okay. I haven't got a lot done this week. I've had a crappy week at work, and I've been getting home late, so I haven't been able to get my Facebook Live done. And I know those are excuses, and that's the worst thing you can do is make an excuse in this business, and I'm not really making excuses. I've been very busy, and I just haven't got to them. I've been on webinars, and been motivating my mindset, still listen to my audios and stuff every day. And actually I started, I've been reading Get Out of Your Own Way by Mark Gustafson and Philip Goldberg, and I got about halfway through, and I was trying to go back and read Joe Dispenza's book too. So I kind of dug into Joe Dispenza's book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself: How to Lose Your Mind and Create a New One. Here's the book. I've got it in PDF form. If you guys would like a copy of it, I can send it to you in PDF form. But so far, it's a pretty good read. It goes into talking about the mind. In the forward section in the introduction, it talks about how your brain affects you, and all the things that go on in your life affect you, and he talks about how Dr. Dispenza started getting brain scans to see how meditation was affecting his mindset. And Tandy talked about this last night about meditation and stuff like that, and so in the introduction section, the greatest habit of you can ever break is the habit of being yourself, which I've found in this book so far. A lot of this is true. We let little excuses and stuff get in our way, and in this first couple of chapters, they teach you how to like chapter 1 is the quantum, that introduces you to quantum physics. Chapter 2 through 4, you look at what it means to change to be greater than the environment, the body, and the time. Chapter 3 goes overcoming the body. Chapter 4 goes overcoming time. And chapter 5 goes into survival and creation. And then chapter 6 talks about the 3 brains. I only thought we had 1 brain, but chapter 6 evidently we got 3 brains. And
you sure that's not a cow?
No, I'm talking about Dr. Joe Dispenza's book. I started digging into it and reading it pretty heavy the other night, and I'm only in the first chapter, but so far, it's all about how your brain works and everything. And I just kind of going over the chapters, what they cover and everything. And chapter 6 is the 3 brains. It's and I've talked about this a little bit, the thinking to doing to being. I talked about the do, being, and have, which is a similar concept. So I'm kind of anxious to get to that chapter 6, but I'm a slow reader. I read 1 chapter last night, and I'll probably read another chapter tonight. And it takes me forever to get a book. Some people can read a book in a day or 2, and not me. I mean, you think as much education I have, I could whip through a book in no time, but I have a hard time reading through books, and I like to go back and reread stuff so I understand it. So, and then in part 2, it starts in chapter 8. They talk about meditation, demystifying the mystical and the waves of your future. And then part 3, they go into stepping towards your new destiny. And he starts covering meditation and how to go about doing meditation and stuff like that. So far this has been a really good read, you know, and I would suggest you get it if you don't have it, you know. So you know, anything you can do to educate your mind will help. Katie's in the chat. Hi Katie, how are you? How'd your week go, Terry?
Let's see if I can unmute. Oh, good. It's been busy. I got to see my daughter. I got my hair done. So that was the highlight.
Yeah, it looks cute.
Oh, thank you. It's nice and red.
My wife's been looking at that same color, and I'm like, she's been a brunette all her life, you know, and she's always had long hair. And I come home one night, she looked different, and I'm like, something different. And then a couple nights later, I come home, and her hair was up to here, you know, and her hair was all the way down to her butt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of noticed it at first, but I didn't really pay no attention. 2 nights later, I come home, and you know, and it was up to here, and I'm like, "What did you do to your hair?" She goes, "I cut it." And the girls were like, "Dad's gonna be so mad because you've had long hair, and he's gonna be totally upset." And I'm like, she goes, "Are you mad at me?" I'm like, "No, it looks cute. Actually, you look about 10 years younger."
Hey, good for you. Good answer. Yeah, nope, I got to do that. So we have not heard from Chris. Is he okay?
He was evidently still having internet problems. I don't know. I haven't heard from him, so either he's got something going on with real estate and he's busy with it, or he's still having internet problems, one or the other. I noticed he wasn't in the group chat either, so I imagine he's having problems.
What was the name of that book again? You said it kind of fast for me.
Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza.
Joe Dispenza?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think I've seen that before. D-I-S-P. And it's a PDF, or you just found it?
I found it as a PDF. If you want,
Awesome.
I can send it to you.
Yeah, that would be great. I would like that. And I'm like you. I read slow, but because I have a hard time understanding things, so I like to read them slowly and absorb what if I read too fast, I'm not going to know what I read tomorrow. So yeah, I like to read it.
Yeah.
And get
I
to
started reading that, you know, it's been a good read so far, you know, and I've been on this Les Brown kick this week, you know, and
yeah.
I was on a hangout with Dave, or after the hangout Monday night, I was on with Dave. He went to talk to me, and he gave me a Les Brown audio to listen to, which I've listened to Les Brown before, but this one was a little bit better. So every night I've been listening to Les Brown. Every morning I've been listening to Les Brown, you know, and it's pretty motivational, you know. You got to be hungry. You know, and I've been sending some of them too. So
Katie sent me Zig Ziglar, and I like him. I've met him actually in person. And so she sent me some of that. So I've been listening to Zig, and it was just funny because I start getting that accent back.
I've listened to Zig. I've got some old Amway tapes that are Zig Ziglar. So
yeah, he's pretty awesome. I like him. And Tony Robbins, of course, you know, that's, I think, Katie's #1. She's his #1 fan. And so I got some of that too. So, and then plus the things you've been sending me. So I've really been trying to absorb it in and keep myself positive. And I think that's important when you're trying to run a business and a family as well. You got to keep your mind straight, like we said. Keep staying in that mindset. Well, I don't see Katie. Is she in there?
She's in the chat. She's hungry. She's starving.
Oh.
I said that you got to be hungry. And yep, you got to be hungry. I'm starving. Yeah, I know she's starving because she's a workaholic sometimes, you know.
Exactly. I know. I got my dinner over there. I'll get some after we get done.
Yeah. So, I mean, I didn't really prepare because I thought Chris was teaching Twitter tonight, so we're just gonna have to roll.
That's all right.
You know,
How was your week?
My week was pretty crappy actually. You know, I started out good on Monday night. You know, the hangout was good as always. You know, then this damn project I got at work is just killing me. You know, I'm putting in 13 hours a day with my drive and everything, and you know, I got home at 20 till 6, so I haven't been able to get my, you know, I got 20 minutes to get ready for Monday night, and then, or 20 till 7. got 20 minutes to get ready for Monday night, you know, and last night I was home about the same time. And then tonight I got home about 25 after 6, you know, so usually I'm home between quarter after and 6:30. So, you know, I got a little bit of time to prepare, but, you know, and time to do my Facebook Live and everything. But I've been getting home so late with the traffic and everything, I haven't been able to do my Facebook Lives all week. And I'm sure I've got people wondering where I'm at because I haven't done a live all week. So,
Yeah, I looked for you. I was like, where is he? I get used to you when you're on your way home. I was like, wait a minute, I haven't heard from Jamie.
I haven't let the stress get to me yet. I'm still not smoking.
I see that. Very good.
I'm on my 3rd week, so.
Yeah. Hey, that was a change in yesterday, Wednesday. That was a little bit different, I thought.
Yeah, it was.
I liked it.
It was pretty good, you know, and I think they're going to start doing that a lot more from now on. So, you know, Dave and I are working on some big things for Monday night, and you know, we got to talk to Katie and Pops, and we're working on some big things for the hangout too, you know. So that's why I encourage everybody to start taking their 10 minutes and start teaching. So get something prepared for the 3rd Saturday night, you know.
You got it.
It's your time to shine. So, and even on Thursday nights, you know, if you got stuff you want to teach on, that's fine because I'm more than willing to let you teach.
Good.
I have actually been playing with Canva, you know, a little bit, and I didn't know you could use all the stuff you can create in Canva.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. So I'm gonna share my screen a little bit and just show people what we got. The setup's a little different because it runs through Google Hangout. I had to go through YouTube tonight to set everything up for some reason, and then it's not working, of course.
Are you going to Kantha?
Yep. There we go. Can you see it?
Yep.
So, you know, I'm looking at here, you know, all the different things you can do in Canva. You know, you can make an infographic. You can make a, you know, a Facebook cover. You can make a Twitter header, you know, or a YouTube art channel, a thumbnail. There's all kinds of things you can make in here. I didn't even know. I was only messing with the front line of making stuff like Facebook posts and stuff like that, you know. I didn't know I could make all this stuff in here.
Do you watch? You do need to watch your sizes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And these Facebook cover photos like this one, I was playing with this one, and it. The only thing I don't like is this picture here. So I guess this picture box goes over where your picture already is on your Facebook cover.
Correct.
So.
Yeah, and it took me a long time to figure out. You take a graphic and you can make it see-through. And that was, it was like challenging, but it was like, I'm gonna get this.
Yeah, I gotta play with this. I got a class I found on it on. I'll show you another website that I use, and you can take free classes on there. I'm taking a Photoshop class on it. Come on, baby, load up. It's called Udemy.
What was it?
Udemy.
Oh, okay. I never heard of that.
So if you want to take, let's see. And they have paid classes and, you know, free classes as well. Hi, Sonia, how are you? Hi, Pops, how are you? So, I mean, like Canva. You can search for Canva.
Oh, I see that, yeah.
See, they have how to do an ebook and paperback cover in Canva and GIMP. You know, a lot of these are paid too. If you search on Google, find a coupon, you can get. I got a photography class I'm taking for like $10. You know, so if you go to the free Canva for beginners, design like a pro. You know, so there's a good class right there. You know, and it's a good blog post too because you can come in here and look at the course descriptions.
Yeah, and then you can blog about it. Yeah.
Blog about the same thing, so you can get content from your blog, you know. And it's a free class, so you can go through the lecture, you know, and take notes. and then you can take the class, then take notes on it, and then write a blog post about it. So
Yeah, that's perfect.
yeah. So I was just kind of playing with it. You know, I think I'm gonna make like my Facebook cover. Let's see. I think I was working on my fan page. That's what it was. I did one in Page Mondo, and I like it, but I don't like it.
And that's a good way to watermark your stuff as well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the Page Mondo banner up there and the stuff. So I want to work on this some more and get this updated, you know, because I don't like how it looks. I mean, it's getting a lot of interaction. You see, I got a notification there, and I actually got an email from somebody today on my actual fan page, you know. So
I like how clean it looks.
Yeah,
it's nice and clean. Yeah,
I got Katie's interview with me pinned to the top, you know. And then I've been posting MLSP blog post stuff on it, which I showed how to do. You know, if you don't, did I walk you through and show you how to do that?
I don't think you did.
Go to MLSP blog.
How come I can't see everybody? Where do I need to go? The chat?
You have to be on the Penny Pinching marketing page to see the chat. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Well, tell everybody I said hi. Hi, everybody.
Yeah. And so if you scroll down to the bottom of this page, you see there's an affiliate login. You have to register and use an email address that you don't use for MLSP. You don't use your MLSP username, and then you know you just log in. After you're registered with your username and email address and everything. I have the wrong password in there.
So you do not use the MLSP?
No, you want to use a different email address and everything.
Okay. All right.
When you go in and log into it, it takes you to the Share Engine profile. And right here towards the bottom, there's My Lead System Pro. You put your MLSP username in there.
Okay.
So all the stuff you have, you know, like then you should come up over here, and when you hover on that, your username down in the bottom left corner. If you look, it's got my username plus BuzzBuilderMastery down there.com. So that's my affiliate link. It's all affiliatized and everything, but you put all your Facebook stuff and everything in here and get it all set up.
Because I want to make a page for all of our Facebook Lives. Can we do that?
What?
Inside our blog.
Oh,
make a page for our
Oh, for just your Facebook Lives? Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
Yeah, you can.
I think that's what, Katie taught us. Yeah, and I have it.
Yeah, I've just been uploading my
YouTube,
and I'm gonna write a blog post around them and then put them in. Yeah, I've got. I'm not even logged into MLSP. I'll show you what I got going on in my blog. I've been working on my course a little bit, so I got to sit down and record some videos. I've got some content started. I like my wife's home.
Dogs are barking, huh?
Yeah, they will be. Sonia says hi, Terry.
Yeah, I just went over there to see if I could see everybody. Okay, I'm back with you now.
I got 2 pages I've been working on, and one I can't get to look right. So I got there. You asked me what the name of my course was. There's the name of it, The Road to Leadership.
Oh, okay.
So if you preview it,
And that's in your blog already. Yep. Okay.
it's not live. So because I've been working on it, I've got a couple modules set up, or I've got the introduction and stuff started, and I got what modules I'm going to do. So, so there's the introduction to The Road to Leadership. So, so that's
Awesome.
that's the start of my course. Like I said, I got to start getting the mindset in there. Then I'm going to do a video on how to do system setup. Then I'm going to do blog setup. Then the simple lead system, which is posting in groups, and then how to build a custom capture page, and how to do video and post in groups. And then I'll do some, the MLSP blog and stuff like that, how to get into it. And another page I've been working on is,
That's exciting, Jamie. That looks good.
I think it was this one, free training. And so I've been messing around with getting some of the free offers in there, but it starts getting goofy when you get about halfway down. They won't line up. So I might just line them up down the side and write a little blog post, a little post about them right next to them all. So,
do you think it's too much?
I think if they have some copy to go along with them, I think they'll look better.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So I mean, that's something you can do on your blog too. And on my when I get my Road to Leadership all done, on module 1, I'll put a module button in it and and then I'll put it in my page structure so they're all underneath one another on one page. So you'll have to click module 2 to go to the next page. So that's kind of the stuff I've been working on, and playing around with and stuff. So
yeah, that's looking good.
Go back to not screen sharing. So so that way everybody has access right away to, posting on Facebook groups and stuff like that. They can just go to that page and, go through, find which module they want, go through the video real quick and, brush up on it or whatever. And you don't have to go search in the group chat. Dave's wanting somebody to go through all the videos in the workshop and retitle them. I'm like, not me, because there's a lot of content in there, and there's like 50 or 60 hours worth of videos in there.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So I mean, that's a big task for anybody to have to go back and watch all that stuff, and what we've talked about doing is maybe turning them into an audio, and offering them up to audio for people to listen to.
Oh, there you go.
So you don't have to sit there, maybe break them up a little bit, or something like that,
And you could tag team a couple, a few people to do it. It doesn't have to be just one person as well.
Right.
But they have to know what they were doing.
Yeah, so like I've been working on stuff like that, and keeping busy and trying to go through the training. I've been going through Dave's SAM method, and I got to get through Katie's Facebook training. I have not had a chance to go through it yet, and I need to go through it because
yeah,
I know there's a lot of good content in there. I'm trying to read. I'm trying to listen to audio. I'm trying to upgrade my blog. I got 500 things going on and only one of me. So
yeah.
I see why Sonia gets really tired and has to take a day break, and let down a little bit because.
Oh, wasn't that awesome about Ronnie doing her post?
Oh yeah, I seen Ronnie's post, and I think I was the first one to comment on it. That was simply amazing,
That was great. I shared it. Yeah, I commented on it. I thought it was incredible.
Yeah, I think it's awesome to see her step out of her comfort zone, and I know she wants this so bad, You know, I could tell when I made it, because, you know, I made a closed caption video for her to help her as much as I could, you know, and I think it helped her, you know, quite a bit and get her set up where she could start blogging. But, you know, for her to step out of her comfort zone and make a video, you know, that's just amazing. So
just like that. Can't she type in words and then we would, and have them print, or, you know, come up on the screen for us?
yeah, that's something she could do, you know, and maybe Sonia can relay this to her. Here, let me go back to sharing my screen. You know, she could go to maybe.
I know there's got to be a way.
Go to little like notepad, you know, and make it.
I guess as Katie says, Google's our friend. We could Google it and find out, you know, how to. Okay, how? Got a question. We got to ask it just right.
So you'd have to pick a font and say Cooper and go to like a 48 font. There you go. You know, I don't know if that'll work or not, you know. Or actually a PowerPoint, you know, might work good for.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, so that might be an idea, you know, go into let's see.
Yeah, PowerPoint queen. I forgot all about PowerPoint until Lowell brought it up, you know, a few weeks ago.
All right, where's my PowerPoint at?
I don't know where you're at.
I was hunting for my PowerPoint. Well, actually, she probably don't have Camtasia. Camtasia is pretty expensive, so.
Somebody talking to us. I'm gonna pop over there.
You know, so she can go in and make slides in PowerPoint, you know, and go through and, you know, this teaches you how to, this is for Camtasia. It teaches you how to do a PowerPoint in Camtasia. But I know she don't have Camtasia, so, you know, it might be a way for her to do PowerPoint slides, you know, and then she won't have to hold up a piece of paper, you know, she can do.
I think at first it was good because, you know, it was just real, you know, just brought it to life, but go ahead.
She could, you know, do like a screencast-o-matic where her pitch, you know, her picture's in there, and then she can do the slides and run through each of the slides with her words, you know, and she can like point to them, you know, and through screen share and put her figure up there, you know, point to each one or something like that. You know, that might be an idea for her to.
Yeah, we got to think about that. Because I thought there should be a way just to type, "Hi, my name is Ronnie," and it should come up on the screen.
Yeah.
You know, or something. There's got to be a way. So, yeah, now that she's broke the ice.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
And there's hundreds of ways where she can do. Now, can she talk at all, or she's? Or
I'm not sure what Sonia say. She's still on there?
Yeah, I'm still on there. So, I just assume her language, her speech is maybe rough. You know, that's why she did a video like that, which that's completely fine. You know, the way she did it was, I mean, that was awesome. She got her message out there. That's what the whole point of it is, you know. She was so scared to do videos for so long, you know, and she told me several times, "Well, I'm scared to do video. I'm scared to do video." I'm like, you know, just do it. I gave her the same advice Katie and Dave and Pat all gave me. Just get over it and do it. So, but she's got a lot more challenges than I had. You know, I just used the excuse that I was afraid to do them. So. So that's the beginning of my course. You know, I don't know if that's a very good name or not. You know, maybe ask Sonia and Katie what they think of the name of it. You know, and that's just what I started out with. You know, it's always up to interpretation and fine tuning and being edited. You know, in the time. You know, but
of course.
Yeah, last night was pretty good. You know, newbies night. I like what Tandy covered. You know, commit to 10 minutes of visualization, do 15 minutes of personal development, learn something new every day, and do 1 hour of execution and 1 hour of prospecting and recruiting. You know, which is that's why I kind of got into the roadmap. It taught me how to do daily activities, you know, and that's what I do, which I haven't got them done this week. So I got to get back into getting in my groups, you know, because I was consistently getting leads, you know, and actually the last 7 days I've had a lead almost every day. Let me check my. I've had a lead every day except for I had 3 on Friday, 1 Saturday, 1 Sunday, 1 Monday, 1 Tuesday, and I didn't have 1 yesterday or today because I haven't posted in groups. So when you quit taking action, you quit getting leads. You know, but I've got friend requests, you know, through the week too. I had five the other day. You know, I got 2 sitting in there waiting on for me to respond, but out of them 5, you know, I think I deleted 3 of them because 1 wasn't in English and I didn't understand him, and 1 was wanting me to help him build tourism to Egypt. Well, why do I want to help you build tourism to Egypt?
Was his name Audrey?
I don't know what his name was. I don't remember. But he's a nice guy. He talked to me and everything, but I don't want to help you promote tourism in Egypt. I don't know. I've been to Egypt 1 time in my life, and we were there long enough to refuel and take off, and that's it.
Was that in the Army?
Air Force.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was a crew chief on air refuelers, so I did a lot of flying time when I was in the military and got to see a lot of places. My oldest son is in England, you know, just about an hour and a half north of where Sonia is, and he's in the Air Force over there. He spent his first 2 years in Okinawa, and now he's been in England for 3 years, I think, almost 4 years. I don't know if he's going to get out. March is his 6-year mark, you know, and it's when he's supposed to get out. I don't know if he's going to get out or he's going to stay in. I know he don't like England, but I don't know why. But I had a good time when I was over there when I was in. But I mean, everybody likes it different. He went on a big walk about 2 months ago when he went to he started out in the Netherlands. He went to he started out in Amsterdam, and then he went to Germany, and he's seen the Berlin Wall. Then he went to Pisa, and then he went to Italy, and he went to Rome, and got to see the Sistine Chapel and all that stuff. He couldn't. I said, I want pictures of the Sistine Chapel. He said, I can't get. He sent me a message that I can't take pictures. We're not allowed to take pictures because the flash will deteriorate the paint, you know. So I didn't get no pictures of the Sistine Chapel, but I'm sure it's beautiful. Someday I'll make it over there and I'll get to see it. You know, out of all the places I got to go when I was in the military, that is the one place I didn't get to go was Italy. And I mean, I've been pretty much everywhere else. I've been in almost every state in the United States. I've been to Saudi Arabia a couple times, you know, Egypt, the Azores, Wake Island, Philippines, Guam, Germany, Egypt, Japan, Korea. You know, I've been everywhere. Seen a lot of weird things too. So
I bet.
And that's another place I've never been was Seattle. You know, Andrew, when he shipped out and went to Okinawa, he flew out of Seattle to go to Japan. So
my mom. What are you watching, Mom? What is that?
SVU.
Mom's watching SVU, and it has that actress that's the deaf one.
uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I just happened to pop up and look at her, and I'm like, oh, look.
Marley.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Marley, yeah.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. SVU is one of my favorite shows. You know, we're not doing a lot of training tonight, you know, and I'm sorry about that to my audience because I wasn't prepared because I thought Chris was teaching Twitter training. So now I know to always be prepared. So when Chris doesn't show up because he's got internet problems and I got something to teach on, you know, because I just didn't prepare this week, you know, and usually stuff can just fly out of me, you know, pretty easily. But, you know, I haven't done a lot of marketing and preparing this week because I've been working on my job actually, you know. and put in a lot of time at my job. So, I mean, but I still do the mindset training, you know, and like I said, I still do it every day. You know, I'm sure if I wanted to pull something out, I could really pull it out if I wanted to, but I just kind of wanted to use this time, you know, to get acquainted, see how your week was going, see how stuff was going, see what I've been up to, you know, kind of introduce my course a little bit so people know it's coming. I'll try to get module done, you know, in the next week or so and get it out there, you know, so you guys can start going through some mindset stuff that I know. I've got a lot of mindset stuff, you know, and, you know, the funniest thing about listening to Les Brown, it seemed like, you know, I probably in the last 2 or 3 days, I've probably listened to 10 or 15 of his audios, you know, and every one of them has a story about him being a DJ, you know, and Mr. Washington, I guess this is his mentor, and he tells him, you know, you got to be hungry, you know, and he tells him, you know, what to do. So, you know, listen to Paul Harvey. You want to become a great speaker if you want to be a DJ, you know. So he tells him, you know, go out and listen to Paul Harvey all the time, you know. And then he tells him to go to this radio station and talk to this Mr. Butterball to get this DJ position, you know. And he goes one time, and, you know, Mr. Butterball tells him no, he's not interested because he didn't have any experience. You know, Les Brown had high school education. That's it. He didn't have any college education or anything. So he didn't have any broadcasting experience, didn't have any DJ experience. So, you know, Mr. Butterball turned him away, you know, and Mr. Washington told Les to go back the next day and do it again, you know, and then go back the third day. And finally on the fourth day, you know, he said, after he told him no 4 times or 3 times, fourth day he said, get me a cup of coffee, you know. And then he got, you know, pretty much a job being the errand boy for the DJs and for, you know, Mr. Butterball. And then one day one of the DJs was sick and he couldn't make it, you know, and the program director told him to call the DJs and get somebody to come in and take his place. And he's like, okay. And then he hung up the phone. He said, you must think I'm stupid because I'm not calling no DJs to come in. I'm just waiting for my time. He called his mom and his girlfriend, said, get out on the front porch and turn the radio on because I'm about to go live. And then, you know, he tells how he called the program director back and said, nobody can come in and take my place. And the program director said, you know how to work all them controls. He was like, yes, I do. And he said, you play them records. He said, but don't you go on the air. And said, okay, sir. And he said, you know, then a couple minutes, he said, I waited about 10 minutes or so. Then it was time. So I went live on the air. And he didn't get in trouble. Actually, he didn't really go into it, you know, what happened if he got in trouble or anything. But that's how he became a DJ, you know, just persistence and finally just stepping in when somebody was sick. And, you know, and a lot of people, when they first get their first no in home business, that's what they do. You know, somebody says no to them, and well, they cringe and say, you know, walk away. And, oh, I can't do it because everybody tells me no. Well, you got to be willing to take the no's to get the yeses, because you're going to get 100 no's to probably 1 yes.
1 yes. Yep. That's what I'd heard that story before too. And that was exactly the same way you told it. So yeah. That's pretty cool.
It's kind of ingrained in my mind because I've heard it about 10 times this week. So, you know, but that's what the mindset training, you know, does by listening to them audios every day. And, you know, and I apologize to the group and you because I think I've missed the last 2 days to send you motivation. I said I was going to do it for 30 days. You know, I've been leaving at 5 a.m. in the morning. So I'm dragging some serious butt and I just completely forgot about it.
It's okay. You've stocked me up. That's for sure. So it's doing good. Well, why don't we just go ahead and wrap it up?
No, we're fine. We still got 20 minutes. You know, I can always find something to talk about. So unless you got something to talk about.
Not really. I'm trying to think.
So your lead was just trying to tell you what to do and everything like that?
Yeah, it was just kind of, you need to listen to me. Can you talk? And I said, no. And then I said I was in the car. And he says, I could tell by the way he talked, it wasn't full sentences. So, and then he wanted to know if our company provided visas. So then I knew he was in another country and was trying to, and I said, you know, I don't know you. I'm don't think this is for you. And he says, would you like me to send a picture? I'm sitting next to my mother. And I'm like, no, thank you. Don't need that.
That have to do with the tea in China.
Exactly. So yeah, I kind of was the same way. You know, I just don't think this is for you, and you know, good luck to you.
That's kind of what Les Brown went through some steps that I heard on the way home tonight, and he said, you know, step 2 was OKP, only quality, or only quality people. That's all you want in your business, only quality people. That's who you need to search for, only quality people, because you don't want everybody to join your business. You know, you want people that you can work with. You don't want somebody shouting orders at you. That's why the whole idea of starting your own business is so you can be free and you don't have a boss shouting at you. You sure don't want a team member shouting at you. You know, and I'd never tell one of my team members what to do. You know, I would suggest, you know, like with you, I don't tell you what to do. I suggest, you know, follow this step or follow that step, or try this or try that. I don't shout orders at you to do this or do that, and you got to do this or you got to do that, because, you know, that's not my job. My job is just to direct you and course correct you when you're having problems, you know. And that's some of the reason I've been trying to send you mindset training daily, you know, and help you on the course correction of where you need to go, you know. And my phone's going nuts. Somebody's posting on Facebook groups. That's what's funny. That's what I like about all you guys. I know I taught everybody how to post on Facebook groups. Now all day my phone is going nuts because everybody's posting on Facebook groups and taking action. You know, I know Andre's been getting leads with it, and I know Joby was struggling and she wasn't getting leads and stuff. And I know she's been getting leads. I don't know how many she's got, but I know she's been getting leads, and I think it's just amazing. I know Sonia's getting leads with it. Sonia got leads almost instantly. Pastor Jackie is on. Hi, Pastor Jackie.
Hey.
And I got to get some time to get on Jackie's hangout, because from hearing Dave, she is just tearing it up. So, you know, and I haven't been able to watch any of her live hangouts. I've tried to watch a couple of replays, and you know, every time I get into one of her replays and get about a half hour into it, you know, something happens and I got to go do this or go do that, and I don't get to finish it. So, and from what I've seen so far, you know, she's killing it. She's gonna.
You'd think she's a professional. It's just as amazing, you know, her morning cup of coffee, and the afternoon, she's just killing it. Yeah, I'm just in awe. I'm proud that I, you know, can be able to watch her and learn from her. And I know she probably doesn't think that, but she's definitely teaching me a lot of stuff.
So how's your guys'
The
women's in marketing group going on? I know.
Ladies in marketing.
Yeah, ladies in marketing.
Yeah, it's going good. I don't. Gosh, so much is happening. I think I missed this week's. Is she telling me I did?
Now Katie's saying I proved her wrong about posting in groups. And I told her I just want to teach. You know, and you know, Dave's allowed me the opportunity in a workshop to teach the last 3 or 4 weeks, you know, and I really stepped into my element. I got to get some stuff ready for Saturday, because, you know, I've been so busy all week I haven't got anything prepared for Saturday. And I may have to be late because we got a family function going on Saturday evening, so I may be late to it. And you know, I'll be ready to teach when I come on, like I have been before, because you know, that's part of growing and educating yourself every day. Being able, you know, for Dave to put you on the spot and be able to teach right then and there. And you know, I really enjoy that, you know, and I think I found where I'm in my element when I'm teaching you guys, because that's the most comfortable place I've ever felt in the world, is to be teaching, you know. And I've always been able to teach people at work. I get new engineers to come in straight out of school and stuff, and I teach them how to draw in the software packages that we use. And I've even taught some old school engineers that didn't know how to draw. You know, I've taught them the basics so they can get around in the software and stuff like that. You know, so I've always been a teacher as far as my job goes. You know, so transitioning into a teacher in this industry has been pretty easy for me. And you know, I got to continue to learn and educate myself so I can teach you guys what I'm learning. That way, it seems like you guys pick it up really well and take action on it, what I'm teaching you. So, you know, it just puts a big smile on my face that you guys are taking action with what I'm teaching, you know. And not only that, that's why I encourage everybody to do it Saturday night. You know, take your 10 minutes and teach, because, you know, not only is that where I feel comfortable at, you know, I can feel myself grow because I'm delivering value to the community and you guys are getting good value out of it, you know. So I think that is very important, you know, that everybody take, you know, even if you got 5 minutes worth of stuff to teach, that's fine. You know, you got 10 minutes to do it. If you can only teach for 5 minutes, that's fine. You know, Jackie's thing of how she swaps things in and out, you know, and how she, you know, when somebody says something, she repeats their words, you know, back to them. And, you know, that's a skill that that's easy to teach. Well, I wouldn't say easy to teach, but that's a skill you can teach somebody how to do it, you know. So that may be something she can teach 10 minutes on, how she does that, you know. And it's all in the mindset.
Yeah, and that's another thing that David complimented you is using people's names, you know, acknowledging them and edifying them. I think that is really important as well. And I try after that. It's like, yeah, you know, I learned that a long time ago when I, you know, had my salons, but I forgot all of that. So it's all coming back up, and it's like, oh yeah, that is, and it does make a difference. I know I feel special when somebody remembers my name or uses it, you know, so I'm sure other people feel the same way.
Oh yeah, you know, and I miss Sonia's hangout Tuesday, you know. I try to get on her hangout, you know, every week, and she always has a good hangout. You know, I actually took her advice. She, you know, her and Maria did their hangout a couple weeks ago. Then they went and baked a cake afterwards. Well, last Saturday I baked a big old batch of homemade chocolate chip cookies, you know, and my wife about wiped them out because she's been on me about making them. Because when I make them, they're like big old thick cake cookies. Yeah. She loves them, you know, and she's on me, you know. And then I grew up with my great grandmother. I didn't grow up, she didn't raise me, but I spent, you know, every weekend at my great grandmother's house. And they owned a restaurant when I was little bitty, and then they transitioned to a hotel and bought a hotel. And so she cooked in the hotel all the time. And, you know, the world's tallest man, Robert Wadlow, he stayed in that hotel at one time.
Oh, wow.
We've got the register from the hotel and his signature's in it. Grandma always told the story how she had to put 2 beds together so he could lay down and go to sleep, you know. And you know, she taught me how to cook. And you know, when a lot of stuff I cook will turn out and be really awesome. My wife's like, how you do that? When I do it, it don't turn out. And I always say I got Grandma Chapman's touch. That's all I can say, is because she taught me how to cook, you know. And when I do it, it always turns out good, you know. And I can follow a recipe and it won't turn out, but if I just do the little things that she taught me, then they all turn out good, you know. So, and that's the same way with marketing, you know. It's about your fine touches that you put on things, you know, your personal spin, you know. In the Deep Abyss training, you know, I've learned that you know, we want to model after somebody, and you know, model after our mentors and stuff like that. But you know, you don't want to be like somebody else. Modeling after them is, you know, taking what they're teaching you and turning it into your own words and stuff. And one of the biggest things I've learned is, you know, you want to market you as you know, and because you can model after a mentor and try to teach what they're teaching, but if you're not putting it in your own words and, you know, marketing as you, then you're not going to put the message. You're going to come off that you're copying a mentor or something, you know. And you know, I try to teach a lot of different things that I've learned, and I don't teach it the same way that I was taught. I teach it in my style because that's how you got to be. You got to teach it in your style and your personality, and that's what the marketplace wants. They want to see your originality, your personality, and see who you are. You know, and you can get a carbon copy of anybody anywhere. You know, so be original, be yourself. That's one of the biggest things I've learned. You know, and that's helped me, you know, step out of my comfort zone too, because, you know, the more I've done these hangouts and my Facebook lives and now the workshop and the mastermind on Monday night, you know, the more I do this stuff, the more I'm comfortable with me, the more of my personality you see come out in me. You know, and if you guys knew my whole personality, you'd be like, oh my God, that's really Jamie, because, you know, I can be a really funny and hysterical guy a lot of times, you know, and my wife, you know, I always make her laugh, you know, and that's why we have such a great relationship and why we've been married so long, because that's one of the keys in a relationship is making your partner laugh all the time. And I always make her laugh. It doesn't matter what it is. I can always make her laugh. She can be mad at me and just, you can see the steam rolling out of her ears, and I'll say something and she'll start laughing, you know, so.
You know how to get out of the doghouse, don't you?
Well, I know how to get in the doghouse too, and I can stay in the doghouse. You know, there's 2 words you don't say in this house, and they start with a B and a C, and you don't ever say them.
That's for sure. You know, I think that when you were just talking about is, and that's the attraction marketing too. You know, people are going to find your style and they might like your style versus someone else's style, and find you out and want to be with you.
Right, and that's what it's all about, attracting people to you. You know, and it seems like the more I dig into me, the more I dig into the training, the more I find of me is the point I want to make. And especially in the mindset training, you know, I've sent you some of the deep abyss stuff. You know, I've talked about this a lot. You know, and that's what I like about being in the deep abyss. It takes you down into the inner depths of your mind, and that's what I like about, you know, just breaking the habit of being yourself. You know, I want to get out of my old habits and stuff, and I know I still have a lot of them. And I think reading this book in depth and taking the action and putting the stuff into practice, you know, you guys may see a new Jamie Shaw coming in the next few months or something like that. You know, I may grow into a bigger leader than I already am, you know, but, you know, and that's my goal, is to grow into a bigger leader, provide more value to the community, you know, and take as many people with me as I can, you know, and I can't, you know, I hope I can make it to Austin this year. You know, I hope you can make it to Austin, and we can all have a big old mastermind out in Austin together, you know, besides Laura's mastermind, you know.
Yeah, so I said we're gonna have to go a day early just to get acquainted and talk to everybody.
The 24-hour marketing mastermind team that's all in the workshop, all of us that are, you know, a cohesive unit, we all need to get together. You know, I know we're part of Laura's team, you know, part of her downline there, but us core people in that group, you know, we're all tight knit, and we need to get together and do something together while we're all out in Austin.
I think that's a good idea.
And, you know, hopefully Dave can make it. You know, I know it's a long journey from South Africa, but, you know, hopefully he can make it, because I think that would be totally amazing, you know, because he's the mastermind behind us all. And he's, you know, helped a lot of us grow into the people we are. He's helped Katie. He's helped me, you know, his trainings has helped me help you. So, you know, Dave's a heck of a guy, you know, and I don't know where I'd be without him and Katie and, you know, and Sonia and you and, you know, a lot of our workshop community, you know, Pastor Jackson's coming on strong, you know, even Jovi and Maria and Lowell and Andre, you know, they've all taught me something too, and that's why I want you guys to teach, you know, start teaching on the Saturday, because I would like to learn from you guys and see what you guys can teach me, because I don't know everything. And I don't claim to know everything.
Yep. Nope. I'm excited for Saturday. Get in there.
I hope I don't even have time to teach Saturday because you guys have all taken my advice and you all teach me.
There you go. Yeah. How many hours can we go?
Yep. Well, we went 5 hours this past Saturday, and
I know.
I was super nervous because I was leading the pack, but after I got rolling, I got comfortable and I was fine.
Yeah.
And I talked to Dave. He did kind of drop off on purpose. He did have internet problems, but he didn't come back on. It only lasted a little bit, but he didn't come back for a while, so he could see how I did. And, and him and Katie said I did a good job, so I feel I did a good job. So, but I don't think I would have been able. I mean, there's some other things I could have done differently and stuff like that, but that was just my style. To hang out his way. That was my style to run it the way I ran it. So that's what I went with. And I know people were kind of shocked because I was running it differently than Dave does. Well, Katie runs it in her style, Dave runs it in his style, and that was my style. So. But say it's about 4 minutes till 8. I think we'll close up. I know we got our team call at 8:30. So it's here in about a half hour. That gives us time to get something to eat, and then get on our team call and see what Laura has for us in store for us tonight.
Sounds good. All right. Well, thank you, Jamie.
Yep,
and everybody that showed up for us. That's great.
Sure. You have any final words?
Just like you said, I think everybody listening, take your advice and let's all show up with 10 minutes or so of training and just blow them out of the water. Let's not forget it and go, let's really have a powerful, message or time or teaching. I know I've got something that I'm working on, and like I did last time, I had my little slides, so we'll see what I can dig up.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us. Sorry I was a few minutes late. The laptop or the notepad wouldn't turn on.
Sure. Well, I want to thank everybody in the chat for hanging out with us. And if you're in the chat and this is something that interests you, I know we just kind of chit-chatted tonight and didn't really train a lot, but we have a big mastermind every Saturday night, a big workshop where you get on a live Zoom and you can ask questions face to face. So if that's something you're interested in, there's a big yellow candy-like button down below that says, yes, let me in. Click on that and you can take a $10 test drive of the system we use. And then, come hang out with us on Monday night on the 24-hour marketing mastermind. And then on Wednesday night on Pat Patterson's Wisdom Wednesday. And then back here Thursday night on Jamie Shaw Marketing Show on Tuesday afternoon at 4 o'clock. Sonia Harris has got her live hangout. And then tomorrow at 12:30, Pastor Jackie's got her hangout. And I will put all these links in the chat. I've got them copied in here somewhere. Yeah, there they are right there. I will just copy them.
And you got Lowell's in there too, don't you?
What? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Wisdom Wednesday, Lowell's, Sonia's, mine, and Jackie's are all in there. So.
Great.
So all them links are in the chat. Make sure you come hang out with us all. And you guys have a blessed evening, and we will see you all later.